Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. It's Dave Neal, stand-up comic and power recapper, host of Bachelor Nation News. We're going to get into it. Rachael Kirkconnell's pro-choice reaction to the news this week that Roe v. Wade is most likely going to get overturned, which has been the protection federally for safe abortions across the country for decades. We've made several videos about this, and we're going to make another. Do me a favor, follow me on Instagram at DNeals to check out my stand-up comedy. I've got a show in Burbank next Thursday, May 12th, 7:30 p.m. It's going to be fun. If you're anywhere in the LA area, get to that show. All right, also going to go live right after this, patreon.com/Dave Neal at 10:30 a.m. today. And let's get into it. I'm going to share her statement. It's worth watching. It's worth listening to. If you're not pro-choice, if you're anti-choice, or if you're on the fence, that's okay. This is a safe place for all of us to have conversations, especially when we disagree about something. Isn't that fantastic? I'm not here to change your minds. I'm here to shine light in the dark places, right? That's what we do over here. So either you're on the team or you're not. You can still, enjoy some of these nice parables. Now, we've got a good TikTok video I'm going to share. This is from Rachael Kirkconnell's page, and then I'm going to share her statement. It's a good one. And then I got a few other people chiming in. Let's have a watch.
Hey, we're going to get rid of the fire department. What? Yeah, we're just not gonna have a fire department anymore. But what if my house catches on fire? Don't do anything that would cause your house to catch
fire departments are safe abortions. Okay, I'm gonna spell it out for you.
On fire. But what about cooking? Don't cook.
Don't bang.
I have to cook. I have to eat.
Gotta bang.
If you cook, you run the risk of your house catching on fire.
If you bang, you might get knocked up.
Okay. Well, can the government at least supply
condoms,
more fire extinguishers,
birth control,
and more smoke detectors? No, actually, we're gonna make fire extinguishers really hard to get.
Abortions.
And we're also taking all the smoke detectors out of your house. Okay. Well, can we at least teach people from a young age how to properly cook?
No.
And prevent fires?
I wish I learned.
No, we're actually making it illegal to talk about cooking or fires at all in schools. Okay. Well, what if someone else randomly comes and sets my house on fire? That's just God's plan.
God.
Okay.
Laughing, but it's...
If my house burns down, will the government give me money for a new place to live? Oh, God, no.
How long does this take to film, the back and forth? Either way, hey, it's a good point. By the way, just a reminder, it's got nothing to do with this, that fire departments are a form of social democracy, okay? That's where we pool all our money together because no one's going to individually pay for fire departments. We pool our tax money together to keep everyone safe, kind of like what Medicare for all would be. Okay, folks, let's go to her next statement here. We're triggering. Here's what Rachael Kirkconnell had to say. And again, this is important. She's from Georgia. A lot of people may disagree with her. She's putting her platform on the line and her livelihood on the line to share what she believes. Here's what Rachael Kirkconnell had to say. Maybe that can help those who aren't understanding. I've been trying to take everything in over the last few days and understand what's currently happening, and it just doesn't make sense to me. It's not actually about preventing babies from being aborted. There's actually research that shows what helps prevent abortion. It's accessible birth control and better sex education. Together, they are both very effective. So why is the government trying to prevent both of these as well? Why are they trying to make birth control incredibly difficult to get and not allowing better sex education? Kind of ironic that the government's pulling out of Roe v. Wade, right? Making abortion illegal doesn't reduce the number of abortions. Statistically, that's been proven. When abortions are legal, just more people die from trying to get abortions. Only the number of safe abortions. If this actually was about saving lives, then at least supply better sex ed and accessible birth control. Why take that away? I can't wrap my mind around the logistics, and I think it's because at the end of the day, there are none. It's about controlling women and not about saving lives. Women will die over this, whether it's due to them being raped or going through an unsafe abortion or even an ectopic pregnancy or other medical issues that cause death for women. And I'm not sitting here saying I myself would personally get an abortion, but that's the point of it all. It's my choice not to, at least for now. Also, please don't even bother replying to this. I will just immediately block you. Now, I've got very close family members that are so anti-choice, which I guess they would call pro-life, and I understand what their moral thoughts are. It's a very easy choice for them to say, no, I'm pro-life. And you can be someone who wouldn't have an abortion and wouldn't wish that upon anybody else, but still want to be pro-choice for the instances where it needs to be. Doctors are part of, they sign the Hippocratic Oath to do no harm, and they're not there just willy-nilly aborting. There's always reasons. And that isn't up to someone to decide what someone else's reason should be. So on Reddit, Elizabeth shared this. Elizabeth Corrigan shared this. We've seen this. I've read this a million times. I'll just read it again. It's from a pastor in Alabama, Pastor Dave Barnhart. The unborn are a convenient group of people to advocate for. They never make demands of you. They are morally uncomplicated, unlike the incarcerated, addicted, or the chronically poor. They don't resent your condescension or complain that you are not politically correct, unlike widows. They don't ask you to question patriarchy, unlike orphans. They don't need money, education, or childcare, unlike aliens. They don't bring all that racial, cultural, and religious baggage that you dislike. They allow you to feel good about yourself without any work at creating or maintaining relationships. And when they are born, you can forget about them because they cease to be unborn. You can love the unborn and advocate for them without substantially challenging your own wealth, power, or privilege, without reimagining social structures, apologizing, or making reparations to anyone. They are, in short, the perfect people to love if you want to claim you love Jesus, but actually dislike people who breathe. Prisoners, immigrants, the sick, the poor, widows, orphans, all the groups that are specifically mentioned in the Bible, they all get thrown under the bus for the unborn. Pastor Dave Barnhart, Birmingham, Alabama. Isn't that right? Isn't that right? Pro-life. How about the life of the people that are out there right now suffering, living in poverty? How about the life of those that are unhoused or unable to get medical care, or get medical care and then go broke, or get addicted to pharmaceuticals and then end up on crack because they can't afford that? You know what I mean? One thing after another we are not addressing, but the morally superior choice for some to just decide that they're on one side of the aisle versus the other, when the conversation is way, way more complicated than that. We open the phone lines up to people, and we're going to take one right now.
Hi, Dave. This is Brianna from Seattle, and I haven't called in a bajillion years.
Hi, Brianna.
But I just want to say thank you for opening up the voicemail again to talk about the Roe versus Wade, just because it just kind of feels like, where do you go to express so much anger and frustration? And it's just so heartbreaking. And I know for me personally, I don't know what I would do if I was in that situation. I had to decide, because like so many other people, I have mental health issues, and I have to take medication, and I have a shitty support system, and my family is a bunch of shitty Trumpers who don't care and take care of me personally, emotionally, and I have no help. I have no system to help me, and it just sucks to know there's a bunch of other women out there who, this is a matter of, I can't do this on my own, and then you're taking away my medication because you can't take it when you're pregnant. So it was just a lot of crying yesterday, just even thinking about this. I live in Seattle, so I'll be fine, but I just thinking about all the other women who are so fearful right now, it's really, really scary. And I hope everyone's doing okay with this, because it's really hard. Okay, bye.
Thank you so much, Brianna, for the call. And you've got, family you're born with, and then there's family you find. And I hope you find that support system that does exist out there. And it's going to be a state's issue, whether or not abortions are banned or not. But as we know, some states, they want to ban abortions at 6 weeks, Texas, and sometimes at conception, which it's what the hell? When there are safe pills that can be taken and so many other avenues people can take, because we know this. The rich, regardless of their political ideologies, will find a way to get an abortion. They'll fly to another state. They'll do whatever they need to do. Whereas some people, the lack of safe healthcare will keep them either living a cycle of poverty, or whatever other things will happen because they don't have access to other tools that some of us have in society. As Brianna said, lives in Washington State. Not a problem for her. I live in California. I used to live in New York. Live in states that it's not a problem for me. But there are over a dozen states right now that are going to flip this switch right away, ban abortions, if and when the Supreme Court overturns this. And do I feel like I'm speaking to, do I think one person will change their mind over this video? No, I don't. There'll be medical tourism where people are flying to other states to get work done, and it's bizarre for those that say, well, we wanted to overturn our Roe v. Wade because we wanted this to be a state's issue. Well, let's see what the states do. Let's see if states can rally to provide safety. And as Rachael had mentioned and others have mentioned, let's try to do a better job at preventing abortions in the first place by having access to the right health care and the right education. Will that be something that happens? I don't believe so. I mean, I'm almost embarrassed to share stories that I know from close family that I've had people tell me, hey, Dave, you were going to be aborted, but you weren't. So X, Y, and Z. And it's just not a fair fight. It's not a fair fight to hear that because we can't look back. Until, like I said, until we're in a place where we're protecting those that are here with us right now, it's all hypocritical. Let me know what you guys think. All right, more content coming your way. I swear it'll be a little bit more positive after this, but always good to hear people sharing their points, their opinions, and putting their platforms on the line to talk about what they believe in. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment. Bye, everybody.